from Simply Coaching and Teaching, and I'm so excited for you guys to see what we have in store. So, for the past 5 years, we've been selling the Track My Coaching Planner. It has evolved in so many different ways, but we took a leap of faith last year and we decided to do full physical planner. People have been asking for them for a couple of years and we sold over 500 of them. And so I'm so excited to be able to provide them to you guys again this year. As you know, we have some crazy supply chain things happening out there. And so it has just been really, really hard to get a planner of great quality for each of you at the same time, to have it where it's economically affordable for all coaches. So we kept the price the same. A lot of things have changed. We sent out a survey, and from that survey, I was able to take a lot of feedback and kind of evolve or make the planner completely better. So I wanted to come and do a quick video with that. So I have the proof of the planner with me. There are a bunch of different mistakes in the proof, and that's okay because that's why we do proofs, right? And so now we have that proof, but I'm going to actually walk through it with you, the page by page, and kind of explain it as well with you on a virtual platform, so you'll be able to see it page by page. But I wanted to actually show you the physical book itself. So this is the actual book, and one of my favorite things about it is that people said it was way too big and way too bulky last year. And I could agree because I used it. So here is the actual planner itself right here. You look at the size of it. This is how big it is. It's not so much bigger than this. So you could take it, throw it in your bag. You could take it with you to meetings. You could take it with you when you're doing walkthroughs, when you're doing observations. It's really easy to hold, and it's super light. One thing about this year's planner is that we do have all of the tabs listed, and the tabs will have a coating on them because that was another thing that people said, that the tabs were they were paper and they were not working well. They were tearing off and different things like that. So we did go ahead and do that. So again, very as big as my hand, a little bit bigger. Plenty of room to write though. Want you to know it's plenty of room to write. So we have all the areas, some of the best things that you guys wanted. We took the coaching goals and we broke them down into just 2 pages. So your professional goals for the year are just on 2 pages. We have the first, what I did add was the first 8 weeks. So there's a checklist of the first 8 weeks for you to have everything that you need to do. And I broke it down as to when it will be what week. So I tell you what week it is that you need to do it. All right, so then we have 12 months of focus, right? So you'll have all 12 months in what you need to focus on. And I included a whole list of things that you can do to close out the year. And then things that you can have. So this is my suggested list, and these are things that you will add to create your own list here. So we took out the project planner and the project tracker pages off of each month because it made it really big. But now you have 6 of them just in the beginning. So if you don't do projects, a lot of coaches have responded that we don't use the project planner pages as much. So I cut those down from 12 to 6 of them. So you have them there. So if you do 6 projects, like testing or coordinating any of those are when you would use that project planner and that project tracker. So we have 2 different types of coaching cycle forms. So we took them out of every single month because I know that could be a bit much. And we put them in the front of the planner. And the reason is because I included 2 different types of coaching cycles. I include the traditional coaching cycle, which is about that 2-week, 3-week, 6-week, it could be between 2 and 6 weeks. That way you can track it, your whole cycle here. But I also included the PAR cycles, and PAR cycles are those small cycles that you would go real instant, granular, something very small that you are doing quickly with a teacher. You're able to kind of track those. So par cycle and traditional cycles are both here. Now, this planner is for any grade level. If you coach K through 12, if you coach multiple buildings, you will be able to track all of that information here in the planner. And I made it very simple. So guys, I want you to know one big thing. I want you to be prepared for the month, and I want you to reflect every single week. And so here, I did that. I made it very simple. We're prepping our month here with all those things, and then we are prepping our week. And then we're reflecting on our week. And so one thing that I changed this year was that I added boxes specifically to coaching. So now that the boxes are there, it's whatever your priorities are. And then we're talking about coaching cycles, classroom observations, data meetings, PLC, PD meetings, feedback meetings, and any other thing that you need. So now you have your focuses and your priorities. That is important for every single week. And then I want you to continue to ask yourself the reflection questions, any kind of goal or habit tracker. So for me this year, I have been really focused on water and water intake for myself because I found out that I was not drinking enough water. So what I did was I purchased this on Amazon, and in my goal or habit tracker, I am putting whether or not I completed that 64 ounces every day. That's just me. That's one of my smaller goals that I'm doing for the year, but that is definitely something that I am tracking. And then any notes. This year I included, last year I didn't include, I just made them open spaces, but this year I included times. And the reason is because I like time mapping. Very important for me to sit down and block out my time for the week, for me to look and see what is important, look at those priorities so that I know that I can map out that schedule that will work for me and for my teachers. So that is the planner itself. Now let's switch over and look at it in the digital. All right, guys, so I told you that we would pop over and look at the digital version of the Track My Coaching Planner. So this is super exciting. This one doesn't show the tabs, and that's why I kind of did that in the beginning of the video. But now you guys get to see the actual pages and kind of see where what it actually is going to look like. So it'll pop in personal information, school information. Here you have a whole calendar from 2022 to 2025. Then you move into, again, we are tracking our professional development, our PD and PLC tracker. This is where the resources you need, your notes, teacher gifts and birthday ideas. I definitely use this here because I want to make sure that I keep up with what's happening with my teachers. Track your testing. Of course, you want to just put in the months what tests are happening and maybe some dates. And then you want to put here what is your needs for testing. Again, I told you we had the spread of the professional development coaching goals. And so this is for the whole year. If you are on quarters, this is for the 4 quarters. If you only have 3 terms, or if you are just by semesters, whichever way you want to set up your goals for the year, this is what you can do. What I normally do is my term 1 is my overall goal, and then I'm breaking down what it is that I want to do in the other 3 the 3 quarters in order to reach that term 1 goal. Here is your 8 weeks. And this, again, I tell you everything you need to do for the 8 weeks. And then I have that set up, the 12 months monthly closeout, again, where you can prep it. Here is your project planner. If you're doing testing, if you are doing any type of new project, this right here is your project planner. Again, you get a few of those. Here are your tracking coaching cycle sheets. We talked about that. You get those at the beginning. Your PAR cycle sheets, where you can quickly do the PAR cycles where you plan. Your pre-planning and practice with your teacher. You implement and observe, which is under act, and you reflect doing your debrief and analyze. So you kind of do it all together. And then these are your months, and each month has a beautiful divider just like that with a quote. And then here is your month. You get to write your monthly focus. Remember, we gave you all those at the beginning of the planner. Then here's your prep your month. Here's prep your week. Remember, I told you about these boxes, your reflection goals, and here is your time mapping. Any notes over here? And I wanted you to be able to use this because now this planner is small enough where you can actually take it with you home and travel back and forth. So I wanted you to be able to throw in anything that has anything to do with the kids or anything to do with anything you had to do after school. If you're doing your workouts, you get up at 5 a.m. It's important to map out your day and map out your day early, even during your week and your weekend. So I wanted this planner to, not only just be for work, but be a little bit for both. Again, we have the same thing that happens for every single week. And then there it is for the next one, and it goes on and on for the whole month. So I hope that you guys got a good insight of the Track My Coaching Planner for the 2022-2023 school year. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at support@simplycoachingandteaching.com. See you guys soon.